Group, come on up. And please read the board when you come sit down. Get started. Okay, Aiden, I know you weren't here last time, and I didn't have time to give you your feedback, so last time when you were there, and you guys go ahead and do it in a level 1 whisper voice. You can pick your passage that you want to practice and just reread it for your fluency today, okay? All right, so on your response, you said, I'd prefer to visit Phoenix. Can you guys hear? Okay, I'm just going to talk louder even though I talk softer. Hi, Sam. Good to see you.
Wilson wouldn't stop talking.
It's okay. Right. All right, did you get your work done?
I wasn't here.
That's
so
okay.
I didn't get my writing done.
Do you want to turn to page 18, please, and just do rereading on the first paragraph, please? All right, so you said, I prefer to visit Phoenix because it's way warmer. Would you turn to page 15 really quick, please? Okay. When you said way warmer, what did you mean?
Because on here it says that it's 92 in Phoenix.
Okay.
Because that's what the graph said.
Oh, good. Okay, so you were using the graph.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you had visited there before. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for rereading. I'm not going to listen to your fluency today, but I do want to hear your writing prompt. It looks like everybody got it done. Sam, that's okay. You don't have to do yours today, okay? So, Gracie, what did you say? It says, explain how weather maps help people. What did you say?
They help you know what to wear.
Do you guys agree with her? Do they? Based on the reading and what we know from background knowledge? Awesome. How about you, Aiden?
It tells you if it might rain.
What do you guys think based on what we read? Can weather maps do that? Sometimes? Well, on page 17, it kind of says if it's clear or partly cloudy. So I think sometimes if we see clouds in the sky, that can help us. And Kristlyn, what did you say?
People can use them to know what to plan for the day, like especially if there's like a soccer game.
Oh, do you play soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That would be good to know if it's going to rain. All right, thank you guys for responding to that. Today, our learning intention is we read chapter 5. So if you want to turn to chapter 5, please, it's on page 20. Our learning intention is I can use a chart to interpret information about wind chill, okay? And you know you're going to be successful when you can answer questions accurately using the chart. So the chart I'm referring to is on page 22. So you're going to read the chapter, but I will be asking questions in how you're using the chart today. So that's kind of our goal, all right? So we are going to find out why sometimes the temperature forecast feels cooler on a windy day. Have you ever noticed that? It kind of felt a little cooler, even though the temperature, maybe when we left today, said it was warmer. Kind of felt cooler, didn't it?
It's cold today.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started reading, and please do it at level 0 unless I tap the table. Okay. You can go ahead and begin. And Sam, I'm going to start with you. Did you want to read chapter 4, or do you want to just go on?
I'm okay with 5.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Let me just summarize what we read quick. So in chapter 4. It was all about what does the sky tell us about the weather. So kind of in the writing responses, what we heard, it kind of helps us like get prepared for the day and know the weather. Okay? And we talked about these different clouds. All right. So if you feel like you need to go back and read that, we can. But if you're comfortable doing 5, go ahead and level 1. Start with the heading, please.
How does the wind affect the weather? The speed of the wind can make a big difference in the temperature. Think about a time when you were outside on a calm day and all of a sudden the wind began to blow, almost knocking you over. The air around you seemed cooler and you wondered if the temperature had suddenly changed.
Okay, go ahead and stop there. All right. I do like how you're stopping at the periods. You hadn't been doing that before, and I noticed you're paying attention to that. What was this word? What did you say there? Right here.
Cooler?
The one underneath it.
Temperature?
Yes, good. I didn't quite hear you.
It's okay.
Good. Go ahead and continue. All right, Gracie. Can you point to where you're at?
In the row with the current wind speed, The number where the column for temperature meets the row for wind speed is the wind chill.
Okay, stop. Can you read that sentence one more time?
The number where the column for temperature meets the row for wind speed is the wind chill. The wind chill tells you how cold it really feels. For example, if it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit today with a wind speed of 15 miles per hour, the wind chill makes it feel like it's only 19 degrees Fahrenheit to anyone who's outside.
Great job. Okay. I really like how you're phrasing. I want you to listen to me read this one sentence and try to match my smoothness. Okay. So I'm going to start right here where it says, for example. You see that? Point to where it says, for example. Here you go. Okay, listen to me and then you're going to try to match it after me. For example, if it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit today with a wind speed of 15 miles per hour, the wind chill makes it feel like it's only 19 degrees Fahrenheit to anyone who's outside. So you can go slow, just make it smooth. Go ahead and
Okay.
give that a try.
For example, if it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit today with a wind speed of 15 miles per hour, the wind chill makes it feel like it's only 19 degrees Fahrenheit to anyone who's outside.
You're amazing. That was so much more smoother. Thank you. Let's go ahead and start at a level 0. Okay.
Do I go to chapter 6?
Why don't you stop and you can work on your writing prompt.
Okay.
Okay. Aiden, did you get done? Okay, I'm done. Good. Can you go ahead and read the weather fact for me, please? I just want to listen to your fluency.
Weather fact. The strongest recorded wind gust
Going to
occurred.
stop there? Okay. I really like how you're matching the letters and sounds. In this sentence, it's not recorded. Can you think of a different way to pronounce
Oh,
that?
it's recorded.
Yes, very good. Can you go back and reread the
The
sentence?
strongest recorded wind gust occurred at Mount Washington, New Hampshire on April 12, 1934, 231 miles per hour.
Good. When you read that, what are you thinking about when you read that wind gust speed?
That's super
You
fast.
think so?
Yes.
Can you compare it to anything you know? Like, how
the
fast does
speed
your parents
limits.
drive a car?
The speed limits, you can only go like 70 sometimes,
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, interstate. Okay.
or 80.
Yeah. So this is even double that. So you can't.
Sometimes my mom speeds.
No,
I know.
we all do sometimes. Okay. Good. All right. I'm actually going to stop us there.
April 12th is my birthday.
Well, happy birthday, April 12th. Okay, Chrislyn, I didn't get to you today, but I'm going to get to you first tomorrow. Did you get all done, kiddo? Yep. All right, awesome. Can you guys please turn to page 22? So we are going to use the chart now to help us with our learning. And I'm going to ask you a couple questions, but before we start, look at this word right after the heading or title. It says wind chill index. It starts with a P. Point to that and show your partner. Okay, raise your hand if you're for sure you know how to pronounce that word. Because a couple of you, when I heard you reading it, I saw you go stop and go back. You know for sure how to pronounce it. Do you feel pretty confident? Okay, anybody else?
I'm not sure.
You're not quite sure? Okay, what do you think it is, Chrislyn?
Partial.
Partial. Have you heard that word before? Partial. I haven't heard that. Did you have an idea?
Partial.
Partial. Have you heard of partial before? All right, well, let's take a look at it because it'll help us understand a little bit of what we're going to be reading about. All right, so in the word, okay, so it does look like, what did you say, partial?
Partial.
Partial. It does kind of look like that, but I know some things about suffixes and endings. So if I'm looking at this word, I know that that's par, so par. But when you see T-I-A-L at the end of a word, it doesn't really fit the sounds. It's going to say sh, ul. Not weird? So it's going to almost sound like this. Shh. And make that sound, like ul. Okay, but the spelling is going to be T-I-A-L. I'm going to give you another example of this, that pattern. Have you heard of the word like initial? Why don't you guys help me try to spell initial? So let's say the sound or the word together. Ready, my turn? Initial, your turn?
Initial.
Very good, initial. So let's do the sounds together. I.
Eh.
I.
Actually, I want you guys to do the sounds, and I'm going to actually spell the correct spelling for you, okay? So this first sound in initial is
I.
I.
Shoal.
Okay, so if we say the I name, shoal, right on the table, how do you think you'd spell that based on our last one? Just with your finger. Okay, write it and show your partner. I think most of you got it. Did you do this? T-I-A-L,
Yep.
initial. Okay, so I'm going to give you a challenge. Write the word impartial on the table in your finger. If you're impartial, it means it's like it's fair. And do it with your partner so your partner can see it and I can see it, and check with them. Impartial.
That's how I would have done it.
Good, yes. Okay, so if we hear shoal sometimes, or we see T-I-A-L, that pattern kind of fits each other. So what's our heading, if we had to read it together? Read it with me.
Wind chill index partial chart.
Okay, so partial just means it's part of it, but you guys pronounced it correctly. Okay, so I have a question for you. So you have to listen carefully because we're going to use it, and I want to see if you know how to use it to help you understand. So the wind chill, the question is going to be, is the wind chill always going to equal the current temperature? So put your finger on temperature. Minus the wind speed. So take a look at 30. If it's 30 degrees and the wind speed is 5, kind of take your fingers and let's go together on the chart. 30 minus 5 is what? What does it say?
25.
25. So that would that be right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So now go to the next one. If it's 30 degrees temperature and the wind speed's 10, go ahead and use your fingers if you need to. What is it?
21.
That's 21.
It does say 21. Did you think it was going to be something else?
20.
It would be 20
I
if
did
it was like
too.
the last one.
Okay, let's do the next one. How about if it's 30 degrees and the wind chill's 15?
19.
Okay, so talk to your partner. Here was the question. Is the wind chill always going to equal the current temperature minus the wind speed?
No.
Okay, so if you take the
And then
wind speed
explain
and
it
subtract
using the
it.
chart.
Determine that. That's beyond my
This is
comprehension.
hard.
Because,
Okay, so
but like this
Here
one,
it
the
was
first one,
5.
was-
I know. This will help you
it only
understand it, though.
happens sometimes.
Then it was
Yeah.
minus 9.
so
then
we
It
have
seems
how
like it
many
makes a bit of a
minuses
difference
here?
if it's colder looking at the charts.
It's not 15.
11,
Like the colder it is,
You guys know what
the less
30
it
minus
drops with the
15
wind.
is?
it's 13.
Is it 19?
Trying to find it.
I think it's
Oh,
15.
yeah.
It is,
But I'm
yeah.
not finding
And
it.
so,
No, I don't think there's a
is it
better.
always going to
Because
equal the
this is
temperature
minus
minus
6.
how
No.
fast the wind's going? Okay.
No.
That's weird.
All right. So I didn't get to hear both of you, but when you guys were reading the text, what questions did you have? Was there anything that stuck out that you need clarification on? Other than the chart, you guys, I feel like you're understanding the chart. It's supposed to help you to understand what the author was saying at the top.
Scientists must use like a formula for determining it. That's beyond me.
I know, I was thinking that too. Did it talk about that in
I
there?
don't remember it. Did it?
I don't think so, but I was thinking the same thing.
I didn't know the wind took your body heat away.
Where'd you,
On the page
can you
before.
point to where it talked about that? Did anybody else read that or have questions
that.
about that? What does it mean it takes the heat away?
On 21?
I think it means because the wind's blowing, so it takes the heat away faster.
Okay, and what does that cause with your body?
Makes it
Air
colder.
colder, so it kind of like feels a little bit cooler, doesn't it? All right, did everybody get done reading today? Okay, if you didn't get done reading, when you leave at Read to Self time, I want you to finish the pages, but let's take a look at our writing prompt right now. Go ahead and where it says chapter, Sam, you already got yours done, awesome. On chapter 5, let's just clarify what it says, okay? So, on your reading prompt, right here, kiddo. Okay, read the weather fact on page 21, so point to that. Find that in your book. Page 21, weather fact. Great job. Here's the question. Do you think people were safe in their cars? So you have to read that and ask yourself that. Why do you think that? So I don't want you to say just yes or no. You have to say yes and explain it. I'm going to give you a hint. I do want you to think about the year that it says. So look at the year. And you also need to consider the wind speed when you answer to form your opinion. Okay? All right, what questions do you have before the next group comes? All right. When's this due? Tomorrow.
What
Okay,
if
go.
we don't get it done because we don't have enough time?
If you run out of time, that's okay. You don't have to get it done, but try your best, okay? Or if something comes up and you can't, just don't take it home, okay? All right, go ahead and take your things. Group 2, come on up.